to The View from Here. To the friends in the studio audience, thanks for dropping by for a visit. And to you folks at home, I'm so glad you tuned in. God, you wouldn't believe what happened this last weekend. See, I have a little dog, Scamp. He's a Bichon Poodle mix, 14 pounds of trouble, cute as a button, and stubborn as all get out. But God, I love that little guy. See, my husband and I usually trade off dog walking duties. He takes Scamp out in the morning, I do the afternoon shift. But we were both home last week, and I thought it would be fun if we walk around the block together. Simple enough, but let me tell you, it was a real eye-opener. So we walk for a bit, we're chatting like you do, when Scamp stops to do his business, and like dog owners everywhere, yeah, we stop and watch. When it looks like he's finished, I get out a plastic bag, trying to be a good citizen. I go to pick it up, and Charlie says, "Don't bother." What? Not big enough to bother with. Well, that kind of brought me up short. Are you saying there's a minimum size for scooping poop? Yeah, more or less. Well, I bag Scamp's deposit anyway. We continue walking. So let me get this straight. You have some sort of system for determining whether poop's big enough to pick up or not. Yeah? Do you bring a ruler with you on your walk? Some kind of gauge things like for measuring lobsters? You whip it out and you go, "Yep, that's a keeper." No, I don't bring a ruler. Then how do you know? I just know. We continue walking in silence while I ponder this information, but I wasn't buying it. Say on your morning walk, when Scamp sometimes does his business twice, do you use 2 bags or go in for the double scoop? Now, personally, I go for the double scoop. I know that's an advanced maneuver, but see, I've been a cashier down to the A&P since high school, and I have advanced skills. It's all in the wrist. 1 bag after the first poop, tie it up, call it a day. What if he does his business a second time? Second time's just an afterthought, not big enough to bother with. So you just leave it? Yeah, but I take a stick and kind of disperse it. Disperse it? Blend it in with its surroundings. So you bring a stick with you on your walk? No, I find the stick. "Charlie," I says, reasoning with him, "wouldn't it take less time to just pick up that second poop?" Well, maybe. But see, I left the bag back at the first spot to retrieve on my way home. That's when you reach for a second bag. Don't need a second bag, Ida. Not big enough to bother with. After 40 years of marriage, you think you know someone. Then something like this happens, and you find yourself thinking, who is this guy? Oh, there's the doorbell. Must be time for my special guest.